Orange County inspectors find mice, German roaches, and flies in restaurants. We've got the highs and lows in this edition of the Restaurant Report Card.
We begin with Mings Buffet on North Main Street in Vidor. Inspector Scales found 2 dead mice in the kitchen storage area, and sticky traps were covered with German roaches. The restaurant was closed due to poor conditions. The restaurant was told to contact pest management. Inspector Scales went back the next day and found a live roach near the walks and a small amount of feces in the storage room. The exterminators were called to retreat. Mings was allowed to reopen and no score was given. Now on to Donut Palace on Highway 12 in Mauriceville. Inspector Scales found sausage and egg not being stored at the proper temperature. The same pan liners were being used multiple times, which could lead to cross-contamination. Kolaches were found sitting on the shelf of the freezer door. Cases of eggs were found stored out of room temperature. There was a motor dripping water into a pan of food under the sink. The inspector ordered for it to be repaired. Black mold was found at the sinks, and the walls and cappuccino machine needed to be cleaned. Donut Palace in Mauriceville gets an 81. And finally, inspectors check out Church's Chicken on 16th Street in Orange. Employees' drinks were found on the food prep table without a lid and a straw, along with an open bag of chips, both a violation of good hygienic practices. An employee had artificial nails. Soap was needed inside the restroom. Several flies were found throughout the restaurant, and the inside of the reach-in freezer needed to be cleaned of old foods. Air returns needed to be cleaned of old dust. The floors and walls needed to be cleaned and sanitized throughout. Church's Chicken in Orange gets an 87.
And here are some more scores to pass along. Walk Delight on Strickland Drive in Orange, a 90. Jack in the Box on North Main in Vidor, also a 90. Noah's Seafood Kitchen on North Main Street in Vidor, a 96. And Element Cafe and Bakery on Texas Avenue in Bridge City, a 96. Some perfect scores to pass along. Peggy's on the Bayou, number 2 on Highway 62 in Orange. Lucy's Cafe and Bakery on MLK in Orange. And I love the name of this, Woogie's Sandwiches on North Main Street in Vidor, a perfect score of 100. For more scores and information, just log on to our website at KFDM.com.